reduced for tax, from 27 to 26%. They also got packages for students getting on the train. They have got packages for broadband for IPT students, right? It's for you, it's for you. I want to get a student card myself. All right, now why am I talking about the budget? It's something yesterday, and I'm talking about, today I'm going to talk about economy. Okay, so it is related. Why am I asking you about the budget yesterday? Why? Just to bring you together with me. By answering my questions, I'm taking you with me, meaning your attention is towards me. Sometimes teachers in the school, the classroom is so noisy, the teacher walk in happily singing a song. What is the popular song now? Sing a song, if I were a boy, and suddenly the whole class will sing. When the class sing, the teacher say yes. Why yes? Meaning the children are listening to you. Say, okay, continue singing. Okay, down. Thank you very much. Beautiful song. Good morning, children. The children are ready for class. Those years, the teacher come in with a rotan. Pam, 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 pam. Quiet, quiet. Who's more noisy? Who's noisier, the children or the teacher? The teacher is noisier. The shouting, and the children say, teacher, keep quiet. Okay? So, that is the purpose, is to establish the rapport between the presenter and the listeners. The moment you capture the attention, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my topic for today. To orient listeners to the topic, okay, today I'm talking about presentation skills. We are talking about how to be a good presenter. That will orient the listeners. Okay, today we want to learn to be a presenter, right? Okay, it will be a very informal session. Ask when you are in doubt. If you like to ask, if you have examples, please do so. I'm setting the tone, meaning I'm very informal. You can be as happy as you like with this session. You are allowed to ask questions anytime you like. Meaning I do not have a rule which says, you listen, let me talk. That is the tone, understand? But I say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, please take note, your paper, your pen. This is a session on oral presentation. Meaning, oh, no way. He's going to speak, I'm going to write. That is the tone of the speech. So, I hope you can see that it's very important when we be presenters, being presenters, we should be able to set the tone very early so that you can get your presentation working very well. Because the moment people know that it's going to be a formal setting, they will be very formal. If they know that it's going to be a formal, informal setting, that is what you are going to see. And then you'll see people, when you're talking, people put up hands. That is the setting that you want, meaning you have set the tone of your speech correctly. Okay? All right, good. Now, ways to begin the introduction. Earlier I said Muslims normally use the salam. Otherwise, we can use a famous quotation. Okay? Charity begins at home. Nak buat baik, mulalah kat rumah. Nak menderma, dermalah kat rumah dulu. Okay? Nak derma pada orang lain, pastikan dekat dapur cukup beras, cukup nasi, semua cukup. A famous quotation, for example. Or we can start by singing a song. Okay, let's sing a song today. But make sure the song is related to the topic. Okay? Ask an interesting question. Okay, I was asking about the budget. If I talk to government officers, did you watch the budget yesterday? Yes! Everybody say yes. Why? Bonus. Because of the bonus. Government officers will wait for the bonus every year. Or, okay, let me tell you a story. I was away in Kuching last week. Okay? So I'm beginning to tell you a story. But say, okay, I've got a story here. Interesting one. Listen. I was in Kuching last week. Everybody listen. Okay. So I'm going to start that is my introduction. Okay? That is my introduction. So that is one way to start a presentation. Or make a striking statement. You come into the room, you say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sick and tired of the jam in Kuala Lumpur. Jam, everybody jam. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we are talking about traffic system in Kuala Lumpur today. I'm a transport officer. So it relates, jam, pom, pom. Okay, talk about the traffic system. Okay, we have the budget approving this, that. We go on. Or refer to a recent incident. Something happening, okay. Did you hear of the sad news? Anything sad happening recently? Did you hear of whatever? Sorry? Child abuse. Is it very bad now in Malaysia? Yes. Yeah, even recently, even last night. It's every day we are listening to child abuse. Every day. Sickening. These people are not human. They are aliens. This is the incident. Very sickening. I mean, this is not the lesson. I'm really telling you the sickening situation of child abuse. Okay? So that is also a striking statement. Body of the speech is talking about the whole thing. If you're talking about traffic, this is where we are talking about how to improve traffic, talk about carpooling, talk about parking system. That's in the body of the speech. Okay? Systematic series of points, I was telling earlier, not too many, 3 or 4, okay, for a certain presentations. Points can be derived through techniques. Okay, if we can get points through brainstorming, I can ask questions to get feedback. I can do mind mapping. Mind mapping is where we draw bubbles, connection to each other. Okay, listing, I can ask a question. Okay, give me 10 ways to solve traffic congestion in Kuala Lumpur. Anyone? How do we solve traffic congestion in Kuala Lumpur? 1. Yes. Use public transport. Number 1. Use public transport. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Carpool. Number 2. Carpool. Number 3. Okay. Carpool. Sharing car. Number 4. Improve blah 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 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is called listing. Okay. Now, otherwise we do clustering. Okay. Talk about improve transport, 1 cluster. Talk about carpool, 1 cluster. Talk about attitude, 1 cluster. So in that cluster we fill in. You talk about railways, go into improve transport. Carpool, masuk sana. Sharing, go that way. Okay. So this is how we do getting information. Okay, body of speech is all that is inside there. Okay, I'll show you the outline, the content, the clarifying ideas. Okay, we have a statement, we have examples, we have a conclusion to that statement. Okay, I've given you actually many examples throughout my sharing just now. For example, on the jam situation. Okay. The jam situation in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, is terrible. It's my statement. Okay? Cars move even slower than snails. Okay? Give more examples. So we talk on one issue, we give examples, we give further examples so that people understand. Okay? Now, conclusion of speech. Normally, when we come to the conclusion, we say, ladies and gentlemen, finally, when all this is done, okay, I'm going to close. Sounds like I'm going to close. Okay, sounds like I'm going to close. So people should know when they listen, they say, yes, this is the time. We are closing. But the speech, the presentation was marvelous. It was very good for us. And even though we had an extra 1 hour, it was worth the time. Okay, but many people do not like that idea because Putrajaya after 4:30 is a terrible place. Nobody wants to move. That's the time when nobody respects anybody. Okay, I go first, you follow. I follow, you go first. At that time, people don't bother about rules. Provide further food for thought for the listeners. Okay, meaning at the end of your speech, at the end of your presentation, you can even leave them with some questions in mind. You didn't tell them exactly what that is all about, but you go back thinking.